Hey guys, I get asked lots of questions about getting vegetarian food in Japan. I'm not vegetarian, but I've got an American buddy of mine who's a really hardcore vegetarian, just refuses to eat any sort of animal product at all. Um, he says it's really difficult when it comes to eating out. So in his own home he's okay because it's easy to buy rice and pasta and vegetables and really good vegetables here actually, and to make your own food in your own place and keep it 100% vegetarian. But eating out is difficult for him, and the reason is that the vegetarian movement, there's not a lot of vegetarians here, so they don't really cater for it terribly much. I'm sure probably in Tokyo or places like that there's probably vegetarian restaurants. I've never seen one, but I guess in Tokyo and big cities there's just about everything. But in most of Japan I've never seen, including Tokyo, I've never actually seen any place with a vegetarian menu, for example. And my friend complains that quite often he'll order something that in the menu it says it's just rice and vegetables, and when he gets it he'll find that there is bits of shrimp in it, or bits of crab in it, or bits of something else, bits of bacon or something like that. You know, he'll order a salad and there'll be bacon in it, or he'll order a salad and there'll be crab in it, or something like that. So it is difficult. The other thing is, boiled rice of course is pretty right. If you order boiled rice it will be just rice, but if you order fried rice, quite often that has bits of ham or bits of bacon or bits of shrimp or bits of something else in it as well. And then just to complicate things, Japanese people like to cook with dashi, which is sort of an oil that can be made from vegetables. For example, mushroom, it can be made from mushroom and things like that, but quite often it's made from fish. And I actually don't like seafood very much, which I eat it, I can eat it, but I don't like it very much. And quite often even a red meat dish will taste a little bit fishy, and it's because they've thrown dashi in there. They just love throwing dashi in with all sorts of stuff. So, you know, I'll often taste seafood in dishes that don't really have pieces of seafood in it, and it's because they've cooked it with dashi. So yeah, it's difficult. If you're coming here for a holiday or something and you're going to be eating out a lot, it's difficult, and trying to get it across. And this guy actually will say to people in restaurants, look, you know, I'm vegetarian, I don't eat meat. And they go, oh yes, I understand, yes, no problem. And then he says they'll bring him a salad with bits of bacon in it or something like that, because they just don't get it. He says he wants 100% animal free, but they don't really get that most of the time. They don't get that concept very much. So he says it's tough. If you're going to live here and cook your own food, it's no problem, because the supermarkets, you know, lots of rice, loads of fresh vegetables all year round, loads of alternatives. So for people a different type of vegetarian, I believe there's a vegetarian that just doesn't eat red meat. I don't know about it much, but I have heard about that. That's easier because it's usually seafood. You know, if you don't eat red meat you can avoid that pretty easily here, but it's usually seafood that they throw in. So for the other hardcore vegetarians, if you're coming for a holiday, it probably will be difficult. But I mean, there is always alternatives. I mean, even convenience stores here sell good sandwiches that will be made from you know, egg and cheese and things like that. But yeah, probably not too easy. Probably not the best place in the world for a vegetarian to come to for a holiday. For living is okay, but anyway, there's a little bit of insight from a non-vegetarian into what it's like being a vegetarian in Japan. So I hope it helped.